This shit over here so long ago, I forgot how to do it. Let me try to get to my screen. I don't see my screen yet. All right, we good. We good. I think we're in the joint. All right. Oh, let me mute my shit. All right. Ray B, what's good, home? I see the homie Ray B in the building. Read of the week for sure. We're in the building making this shit happen. Get the people a few minutes slide up in here, man. You know they be on CP time all the time. I do that shit myself sometimes, though, so we ain't gonna worry about it. You good over there, Shawty? Awfully quiet. You good? Man, don't tell me I lost my special guest already. Yeah, you in the building, China White?
Hello?
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, did the shit just shut down? Nah, I'm still live.
Okay, you live?
What happened to the damn screen though?
I don't know, but I can't see the chat, so
You can't see the chat?
mm-mm.
All right, we on, but the shit just went out. I don't know what happened. All right, SJ3 is in the building. What up, SJ3? Hollywood Hawk in the building. What up, Hawk? Matter of fact, let me throw you a wrench, man, so you can turn to the Grinch. Don't worry about it, Shawty. You ain't gotta worry about the chat.
Okay.
I'll throw your links in. Where your
Okay.
link, as a matter of fact, let me go to the other screen and pull your damn channel up. Wow, bullshit. The homers are showing up in the building like a motherfucker, like they always do. Why am I cussing on this stream, Shawty? Am I trying to show out because I got a young lady in the stream, man? I'm in here cussing already. I think I'm trying to show out, homies. Mr. BOA, calm your ass down, homie. I'm trying to go pull your link right quick, Shawty. We're going to get the homies a few minutes to get in and join, man. You know how we always do, man. The homies be on CP time. We're going to give them time to get in before we grind. If you haven't subscribed to China White's channel, man, go ahead over there and do that. You get the opportunity to hear how a woman speaks to a true alpha male. And we're going to cover a few things in this particular stream right here, man. We'll be from the D is in the building. Richard McDowell Jr. is in the building. What up, homie? Homie SJ3 is back with us, man. Took a little hiatus for a minute to get to the money. You know, it's this time of year. Jason Bonner, what's good, homie? Waco, Texas on deck. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, man, while we're coming in, man. We'll get people. This is a pretty early stream, man, but we're going to keep it short and sweet, man, so all the people can come back and watch it on the playback. But it's pretty early. Like, if you out west, nigga, it's 9 a.m. in the morning, man, you probably still in the bed, unless you're at work, which, you know, I sympathize with you if you're at work. Ray B say looking for another drop from Sun Coon, man. You know, Sun Coon got his own channel, man. Sun Coon got his own channel, man. He been sick, man. This hunting time, you know, down south, man. So Sun Coon ain't really been doing that, man. He out there trying to shoot some and kill anything he can kill. That boy eat anything, man. Squirrel, possum, deer, rabbits, coons. That boy eat anything, man. You get hungry enough, I believe he'll eat a person. Marcus Ilmore is in the building. What's good, homie? No doubt, man. TGIL Flow. We about to get it in the joint. As you know, man. You know, I got special guests in the building with me, man. You know, it's about time, man, she gets some shine, you know, on this side of the joint, as opposed to doing a wonderful job she does, man, kicking out my links in the chat, man. You know, I see these other boys, man. Some of these boys, they've been hating too, man. They're trying to get their moderators to do the same thing, man. But you know how it is, man. I just take it as flattery. You know, flattery, they say flattery is the But they say imitation is the best form of flattery, man. So, you know, I appreciate the homies having the intestinal fortitude to show me that they like what we do over here in the Alpha Sphere. If people sliding on in, we're gonna give them 10 to get in, and we're gonna go live, man. We got things to do. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple things to get into. You know, China White has a couple things to get into, man. We's busy peoples.
Hi, Apple.
What you say? Can you have an apple?
No, I said, hey, my live stream went down.
Did it?
Yeah, I did.
All right. You got other apps open on your joint?
Huh?
You got other apps open on your joint?
No. No, I just shut down. Hold on 1 second.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and hit that thumbs up while you're in here, homies. Let's go ahead and bang that thing, man. We're gonna get the people about 5 more minutes to get in, man.
Oh my God.
You might just have to come on live, shout it.
I know. I don't want to be
Go on, let the people see. Go on, let the people see that cute face, shout it. That's what they came for. That's what they came for.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm too nervous, but I need to give me a second. Hold on.
All right.
Cause this is my first.
Man, let me tell you something. NYC be showing up in the building. I got a bunch of people from GA, bunch of people from NYC, a few cats from Cali, Texas starting to show up in the joint. Just got a homie from Waco in here today, man. Got some homies from Dallas, homies from Houston. You know, man, we going worldwide with this thing, man. And listen, the crazy thing is, man, for the longest time, like 98% of my viewership, man, was coming from the US. It's dropped to 80%, homie. And I only got like 3% in Canada and like 4% in the UK. So we got about 13% of the viewership, man, coming internationally, homie. So we going international with this alpha game, man. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't a whole lot of alphas in the US, man, but we go international to some of these patriarchal societies, man. Then you start coming across some cats that can identify with this alpha energy, man. So I'm starting to feel that Brother Benjamin Hector is in the building. ATL, like I said, man, the ATL be showing up, showing out for the homie, man. Grown man business, Big Bama, homeboy in the building, man. Let's get that Bama love up in here, man. You know I represent the A. I ain't talking about ATL. Bama boys on deck. Dwayne Demonic, Trinidad in the house, man. Look at the homie, man. The homie from the Caribbean in the building, man. Island life, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to live that a little bit. The homie Chuck Spencer's in the building, man. Representing GA as well, man. What up, Chuck? I see you in the building, homie. I think Chuck, ain't you in GA, man? Don't let me call that out. You be like, nigga, I ain't from GA. We're going to get the homies a few more minutes, man. We about to go live in here, man. We about to get it done. Different type of show, man. You know what I'm saying? The only guest I've ever had on my show besides Black Ram. And that says a lot, man. That says a lot. That says I vibe with her content. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't vibe with other people's content. They don't listen to other people's content, but I vibe with her content. The authenticity of it. Chuck Spencer, yeah, that's right, Chuck. You and the homie, let me see, Jonathan A. from FL. A couple more cats from FL. I don't know why I thought she was in the A, man. I don't know why. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get ready to rock this thing out, man. We'll get the people. Let's see. Let me check the time before we get on this grind. We 8 minutes in, man. We're going to give them 2 more minutes. And then we're going to chop it up in here, man.
Can you hear me real good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great. You great. You in the game?
Okay.
Loud
It's just I don't know how to like fix my. I mean, I'm just
Look,
nervous.
just aim your phone. If you don't want to be on live, just aim your phone at something else and then just sit it
No,
down.
I'm on my
set it up.
computer.
Oh, you're on computer now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So what you do is you go in, and when you go up to the top of the joint, when you go into Google Hangout, and when you go up to the top, you'll see the sign for a mic, you see the sign for a camera, you see the sign for all that, for all your ingestion settings up there. Click your camera and turn your camera off, and it'll show you a picture.
Okay.
And don't worry about this being on the finished product. I'm gonna cut these first 10 minutes off the stream once it load up.
Okay.
That's why I ain't really worried about what's going on here right now. Maurice Pierre is in the building. BK is in the building, man. I told you, NYC be showing up heavy for the homie. Yo, when they warm up, because I ain't coming to NYC while it's cold, homie. Everybody can hang that up. But when the weather warms up, man, I'm going to slide through NYC, man. I got a few homies in the NYC, man. I need to go up and kick it with. I never been to the NYC, man. So now that, you know what I'm saying, a few of the Afro brethren are repping from the joint, I'm going to be up in the joint. Got to fall through DC and get with the homie Ray. I'm doing a lot of traveling in 2019, man. You know what I'm saying? Just going to kick it with the homies, going some places, man. So y'all be looking out for that, man. We're going on an Alpha tour. All right, man, let's get it in. See, people going to start sliding in once we start the show. Watch, man. Everybody come in about 12, 13, 14 minutes. But anyway, they're going to miss the intro. Welcome back to another episode of the High Alpha 2 Show. I am your host with the most, Mr. BOA, a.k.a. Book of Alpha-Ronomy. You know what, man? I just listened to how that sound. Book of Alpha-Ronomy. Damn. Today, man, we got a special guest on the show. You know her as the moderator of all moderators. No one can top her with the wrench, man. I'm just going to say it, man. Hopefully nobody gets offended by it. But now, man, she started to create content. And a very interesting type of content that you don't see much on this platform. You certainly don't see it amongst women of color, melanated women. You don't see it. Hell, I don't see it too much amongst white women. But her content is the content of a woman who is in the throes of a passionate relationship with an alpha male. And you say, well, how do you know he's alpha, Mr. BOA? I say, I know he's alpha because of the way she talks about him. Because the alpha done daughter gets that same type of energy, has gotten that same type of energy. And as a prophet, I predict that I prophesy that I will continue to get that same type of energy for the rest of my life. So if you haven't joined Channel White's channel, man, go ahead over there and do that. This is her. It's a link right here, man. Go ahead and hit that link, man. Go over there and subscribe, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you now, if this is not what you're hearing from your woman or from your women, however many you have, your ass ain't alpha, man. And that's the reality of it. You are not alpha if you're not hearing that. So without further ado, let me introduce to the show the one and only China White. China White, say what's up to the people, will you, please?
Hi, family. Hi, everyone.
All right, we're in the building. We're in the building. Relax, y'all. Relax. You're used to alpha energy. You got it in your life already. So just relax. Embrace my alpha energy. It's here. Use it as a crutch to lean on and get your bearings about yourself. The homies know you already. Everybody in here know you already. Right. You're amongst the homies. Mm-hmm. So let's get into this. Now, China has some amazing topics on her channel, man. Like, the reality of it is you're not going to hear these topics anyway. Let's go over some of these topics. He conquered my soul, which is her highest performer. She's just started making content, and this video is already almost at 4,000 views already, man. So obviously you know that the content is quality, because I don't care, you know, what you do, unless you lose clickbait, you don't just jump off and get those kind of views. Another title is, I'm so infatuated with his energy. These are the type of things you should be hearing from your woman. She should be telling people this about you if you're alpha. Another topic is the ways of a woman. Now, you might be able to hear that from somewhere else, the title, but you're not going to hear that type of content when it comes to the description of the ways of a woman. Hey, this is a great topic right here, man. Great topic right here. Daddy, don't ever leave me. Yo, have you ever heard that from your woman? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I have. I can validate the authenticity of her, we'll call it a claim, of her claim that she is constantly bombarded with the alpha energy. I think I'm missing the title, man. Let's see here. Oh, Carolina Calling. Now, I wanted to start with He Conquered My Soul, but let's start with Carolina Calling. Because before we came on, China and I had a little conversation about what the hell is Carolina? Like, who is Carolina? Is that a nickname you got or something like that? But this, you don't mind me sharing this, do you? You tell the
You
people
can
what
share.
Carolina is yourself. Tell the people what Carolina is. What the hell is Carolina? Like, where did this name even come from? Who created this name?
Carolina is something special. Me and my daddy share, and that's just a special name that he calls me. It's something like real secretive. So like when I make my videos, I like to I add Carolina in there so he'll know I'm speaking directly to him.
You know what? Let me tell y'all what Carolina is now. And I already actually said it's okay to tell you. She don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it to you. Now, I'm gonna give you just run down a couple of facts that I know just from talking with her before the show. She's only been with one man. She's been with him 18 years. They've been married 14 years. She was a virgin when they met, of course. Carolina is what he calls the virgin hot pocket. Now, how amazing is that? Carolina. I asked her, I said, well, why Carolina? She says, well, it wasn't called that before. It didn't have a name. But once Carolina had the floods, he just started calling it Carolina. So we're not going to go any more into that, but I think that's an amazing thing. The fact that two people can have that type of understanding after so long. We're talking 18 years in, and they have an understanding where things like this still take place. These are the type of things that I do in my life, man. I'm telling you, these are the type of things that happen in the life of the alpha male. Shia Bella Amore is in the building. Good to see you in the building with us. All right, let's get into this, man. Carolina called. Now, a couple of things you said in the video led me to ask you this question, because a lot of women don't do this. How do you stay so determined to pass his test when I know as an alpha male, he is constantly giving you tests?
I'm gonna be honest, it's his energy. He I'm sorry. Let me
Just
just
relax.
breathe in
Just
a
relax.
little.
Speak up for us a little bit. Just relax.
Okay.
Look, you in your own space. The homies can't even see you. Nobody's gonna talk but me and you.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay. It's his energy. He's always, you know, I can't slide with anything. It's like once I make a mistake, he questioned me on that. So it's like he's always like his energy is just crazy. I can't explain it, but I mean that's
Does he
why.
reward you when you do well?
Yes, when I do well, he rewards me.
Okay, great balance, great balance. Now let's see. We already got our first troll in here, man. Jayla Dainty says she's super weak. It's okay to be weak for a man if he's strong for you. I mean, I don't see
Exactly.
what the problem is. I think the problem is you don't have experience with the alpha male. But if you stay here long enough, you're gonna find out some things. Now, if I
Exactly.
were you, I just listen and relax.
Exactly.
Yo, as a matter of fact, see, she's just not gonna listen. Hollywood Hawkins. If Jayla Dainty doesn't want to play by the rules of engagement, uh, let's show her what we do to people who don't want to play by the rules. Now, don't do it now. Let's give her a little warning right now. This is a warning. But I will not warn you twice. Let's get back into this thing before we so rudely interrupted.
I wish I was the moderator today.
Damn, Hollywood. All right, man. Hey, man, you got the wrench. Do your thing, man. You got the wrench. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. So let's well, let me ask you this. How did you know in the beginning? Let's cover this, like, because
Okay.
all these like women like her who come in and talk about things and say, well, he's this, he's that. She used to dealing with beta male simp manginas. Like, she don't get no energy from these dudes. So let me ask you this. How did you know that your alpha was different in the beginning? Because this isn't something that, like, women know it from the beginning. I know as an alpha male that women know it immediately. So what type of things did you experience first? Like, was it something that he did, or was it something that you felt first?
It was a feeling. It was a feeling. Um, I chose. I chose on him. So it was a feeling. I can't even explain it. I can't put it in words. It's the way he spoke to me, our conversations, and it humbled me. It just really humbled me. So I knew he was different because he was different from other dudes. He never once came at me like on some simping type stuff or anything. We spoke. We were friends before we were lovers together, and he was just a good friend. Well, we wasn't friends, but I was trying to take it slow. But I knew that something was different about him, and I just refused to let him go. I knew something was real different. And I was like, as you can see, I'm kind of shy. I was shy at first, but he brings something out of me that no one else can. Like I can't think about looking at another man. I can't dream about another man. I think about him 24/7. So I knew it was different, and I still feel the same way now.
Great, great. Now see, you're relaxing into yourself. Shea Bella Moore says, "Don't be shy. She's here with you." So now let me tell you two things that China White just said that I tell you men all the time about being alpha. She says she chose him. Why? Not because he was afraid, not because he was obviously he was interested as well, but she chose him. And another thing is, she didn't know what it was. It was just the energy. I just talked to you guys last night about how the energy will submit a woman. It doesn't make her weak. It doesn't make her anything. It's just a natural occurrence of things. And I know you've been saying, well, Mr. BOA, probably just talking a bunch of shit. But guess what? You just had it validated by a woman who has a very own experience with her own alpha male. So, and listen, and before you guys start with, well, maybe he told her that. Come on, man. You know me. If you think I might have sat her to the side and told her to say this shit, man, get out of here right now. You're in the wrong place. You got the wrong ideas.
I want to say something else too. When like in my videos, when I say that he saved me, like he chose me, he had other women. It was other women, and I feel like for him to, I chose, even though I chose on him, I felt like I feel blessed that out of all the other women that I can spend time with him. You understand what I mean? Like I feel blessed just to be around him. I felt blessed. I felt like God sent him to me. And I felt like he saved me. And after that, I felt like he chose me. It's like my mind started to change. I felt like God sent him to me, like the Most High blessed me.
Interesting, interesting. Let me ask you this. You say you know that God sent him to you.
Hmm.
How difficult is it to accept him as a gift from God in a way that other people know? Because I know the women around you aren't like we just had one in here already. She don't know you from a can of paint. Their first inclination was to come in here and tell you crazy, you're weak. Is he paying you with money? See, she has a simple outlook that most women do have, but your outlook isn't that. Like, how difficult is it to carry that banner, even when you're out in public, or someone talks to you about him and you say these things? Like, how difficult is that? Does it make you feel bad that women they may say bad things to you or call you a fool or call you crazy like she just did?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the good thing about it, about when people talk to me crazy. His energy overshadows all of that. I don't even think about it. Like he his energy is just overshadowing. Like you can't even explain it. So it doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I mean, when I hear some of the things that most of women say underneath my videos, I get frustrated because I feel like, how do you have the time to type up some of the negative things you say? So it makes me wonder. And I also felt like the content I put out, this is personal, deep thoughts, feelings, and I'm sharing them with you, and I'm getting negative feedback. It makes me don't want to share my content. But his energy overshadows all of that when it comes to him. I don't care. I'm in love. I don't care.
That's what's up. Listen. Subscribe to China's channel, man. I just put the link in there. Go ahead and subscribe to it. Now, as far as what people say, hey, they're gonna say things anyway. You can put out I've seen content that was perfect. It was motivational. It was flawless. I mean, if I had been a beta male simp mangina or even somebody that was going through something in my life, hey man, a tear might have rolled down my face. It was that motivational. And the content had 1,500 dislikes. Like, how does 1,500 people dislike something motivational? Either you're already on the level or you need the motivation. But there's a group of people in the middle. People just gonna hate anyway.
Exactly.
So let's talk about this. In your video, let's get into your video, He Conquered My Soul, which I think is an amazing confession for a woman to make. He conquered my soul. You know, most times you hear that, you hear from some Christian woman that's at church, telling, oh, my sweet Jesus done conquered my soul. But you're talking about your alpha. The spiritual aspect of making him proud. Like you say, that is what motivates you. You don't want to fail, not because you're afraid to fail. You're afraid to fail at something because him being proud of you means so much. How do you even relay that to other women? Like, how does that take place? What's that feel like? Like, how bad does it feel to disappointing? Let's start there.
How bad it feel to be disappointed?
To disappoint him, to do something wrong, to do
Okay.
something that you shouldn't have done.
I feel it. Well, it hurts me because I feel like I hold a spot in his life, and I don't want to make it hard for him because he doesn't make it hard for me. So if I say the wrong things, get slick or back talk, or be somewhere I shouldn't be, I feel like once I make those mistakes and he talks to me, I feel like I screwed up, and there's no way coming back from that. But what he teach me to be honest, to be honest and tell him the truth. But I mean, it's when I make a mistake, I really get real sad. I really do. I try not to make mistakes. It hurts me because I feel like God sent him to me and he's a blessing. My life changed when he came into my life. And so I don't want to make a mistake. But if I make a mistake, it's disappointing to me. It's sad. It really is.
That's interesting. Come on, get it out of there, boy. That's a very interesting perspective. Now, let me ask you this, because I know people want to know this. There's probably some women in here lurking in the chat that want to know this. Does he give you the proper motivation to keep going like this? See, the energy is one thing. The energy is what makes you who you are. It's what shapes the relationship. But is he giving you the positive motivation that it takes to keep feeling that way? Because the energy is just the beginning. That energy has to keep being built. If a man stops building that energy, then the woman doesn't feel the same motivation. So is he continuing to work on himself and build his alpha energy in a way that makes you want to keep supporting that?
Yes. He's when I look at him and I think about him, it's like he achieved a lot of things because he's always busy. He's always working. He's always coming up with new ways to better himself and to better myself, to better me, and I look up to him. Most people will say, why do you look up to your man? Why do you look up to him? Because he's my Lord. He's my baby. He's my daddy. I can't look up to no one else. I only see him. And I want, and that's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. All I care about is him. He give me this feeling like I can do anything, but under him. Now I can't surpass him. I'm under him. So, I feel like I can achieve anything under him. He's first. He's gonna always be first. He's gonna always be my Lord, my baby. I can't achieve anything without him. He motivates me. And he's always busy. He's always doing something. And it makes me look back, it makes me second guess things. You know, like I'm gonna give an example. Like for some women, we like to shop, but me looking at my alpha, when I see him grinding and working, it makes me think, you know, I should be doing this. I should be organizing the closet, or I should be helping him in his business. I should be coming up with new ways for him to better his business. His energy does that to me. So I'm sorry if I got off track, but it's like he motivates me. He really motivates me.
Truth. Speak your truth.
He motivates me.
Great, great, great. Now, see, let me tell you something, brothers. This for me, hey man, this is very relaxing for me to hear a woman tell you guys the things that I hear when I interact with women. This is what my life has been. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't bragging. I ain't boasting. But ain't nobody else on this platform, man, gonna be able to tell you this is what they get from. They ain't told you yet. Now they might start. Now they might hear this and be like, well, you know what? I get the same thing Mr. BOA gets. China White sounds like one of my women. They ain't said it yet. I've been telling you these things the whole time, and this is a woman who is experiencing this in her life right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Her alpha, her king, is first of all blessed to have that energy. It's a blessing from the Most High, but he's also blessed to have a woman that he found before anybody else did. She's never known any other alpha. She's never known anybody else, period. Hey man, alphas have a certain way of interacting with the Most High, and the Most High gives them a certain thing back for honoring the energy, man. So if you're at home right now, let's give a couple of claps. Pop, pop. China White, for not allowing the outside world to influence her, because the forces of the outside world are strong as hell, man. Oh, let me ask you about that, China White, while we're talking about that. Do you club or hang out or do any of those things where that negative energy is, where those women who are like, okay,
go ahead.
So
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the chick who was just in here, I can't remember her name. That's how irrelevant she is. But so she came in here and, you know, with that, well, she's like, that's the type of energy you get from the outside world. Those women don't understand. So how do you exist not dealing with those type of women, which is probably the majority of the women you know?
Their interests, his energy. See, his energy, I mean, the type of man he is, his energy will push anyone negative away. I can't have anyone next to me negative. I mean, friends is nothing. Family, more so, you know, pushing negative people from my life. It's a little hard because, you know, that's your family. But I mean, I don't have any friends. I don't have one female friend. None. Zero. The only person I talk to every day is my mother and my little sister. I don't have any friends. There's no need to have friends when you have an alpha. I mean, you feel good every day. You don't need any friends. I don't go to the club. I don't go out and, you know, to bars, and, you know, only thing I like is movies. But he goes with me. But I don't go anywhere. I'm a stay-at-home girl. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I like being around him 24/7, but I understand he has to work. So I just wait for him. I wait, and when he give me time, I'm ready. I don't care about friends. That it doesn't matter. Clubbing doesn't matter to me. That's garbage. Like, I don't care about any of that.
Interesting, very interesting. Because as I tell you, men, all the time, we talk about it in here, the lonely life of alpha. If you're alpha, damn near everybody in your life has been excommunicated because they're not on the level. And if they're not on the level, there's two type of things that are going to happen when you have negative energy and positive energy in the same environment. Either the negative energy is going to pull the positive energy down to its level, or the negative energy is going to pull the positive energy down to its level. Positive energy does not pull negative energy up to its level. is not designed for that. So the only way you can feed somebody positive energy and help them is if they're already seeking positive energy. And this just goes to show, as the alpha has a lonely life, the queen who is present with the alpha has a lonely life as well. That's just the way of the world, man. So, I mean, listen, I'm enjoying this, man. If you're enjoying this, man, put a 1 in the chat, man. Just throw a 1 in the chat right quick, man. This is an amazing show to me, man. And I'm quite sure the homies feel the same way. OB is in the building. The homie Nice Minds is in the building. I just saw somebody else I missed in the building. Oh, 5YGN4 is in the building. Ishi, what's good? Ishi is in the building. So, Nick Penn is in the building. What's good, homie? Darty Yasu is in the building. Yes, of course, man. She's married. She's talking about, I mean, let me keep moving, man. So, let's get into this, man. Now, you just said something interesting. You said that in your video, I'm so infatuated with his energy. You stated that women don't understand the logic of being neglected when he's working.
Mm-hmm.
And you stated as much as you want him to be there, like your heart and mind are on 2 different levels because you want him to be there. And your heart is not accepting that the logic that he needs to be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be working. Your mind does, but that doesn't help your heart feel any less, satisfied because he's out of the picture at the moment. How do you balance that? Like, how do you go about your normal life feeling that stint of obvious loneliness that you'll feel with his energy not being present with you like that?
How do I go by my day?
How do you deal with it? Like, how do you deal with it? How do you?
I deal with it. I mean, it's like winning $1 million and waiting for the check in the mail. You're gonna still wait for that check. You're not gonna ever forget about it. It's $1 million coming to you. You're not gonna forget about that $1 million. If you was promised $1 million, you're gonna wait for it. And that's what I do. I wait until he's available, or give me my time and spend time with me, and I just wait. It's like I know he's busy. I know he's working, but because I'm so infatuated, I want to hear his voice. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you. I want to see you. And I can't put the 2 together. I understand I'm a woman. I understand that I feel, but I can't think right now, That's what I'm trying to say in the videos. Like, I can't think. I can't. I let him think for me, I let him take care of that. And I state that in my videos. And a lot of women, I get backlash for that, but I mean, I don't think they feel what I feel. They don't know what's going through my body, what's going, like the electricity and how my heart is skipping a beat just by hearing his name, and just thinking about him, or just staring at the walls, when you in love. And he haven't put his hand on me for me to be so obsessed with him. Like, people think I'm being abused because I'm so infatuated with him. No, I'm not. This man is a gift from God. And I write about it and I make videos about it, and I will continually wait. And that's my job. He thinks for me. I don't have a brain. He's my brain. He's everything. And I submit to him.
Hey, I mean, now when you be doing the moderating, I think you be listening in a little bit, because that analogy about the $1 million check, shit, that's as good as my analogies. Like, once you said that, you really didn't even have to say anymore. That summed it all up. Let me get a shout out. Jerry Raphael in the building. Jonathan Cordero is in the building. Homie from the BX is in the building. My city is on deck. What's good, homie? Jerry Raphael is on deck. All right, now this is something that I want to start off with this, but I figured we had a couple more things we can talk about. Let me ask you this. women always talk about, I don't need no man. I just did a Nicki Minaj video, and a whole bunch of women were coming in there saying, well, women don't need no man to do this. Women can do what they want to do. Focus on yourself. Build yourself up. You can surpass this. Now, with all of that being the common rhetoric out here, in your video, he conquered my soul. Now, actually, this was Carolina Carlin. How does it, I mean, does it make you feel like less of a woman to be molded by your alpha king?
No.
Now, you know, this is big. That means that you're submitting in a way that these women don't understand. So does it ever make you feel like you should try to wrangle away from that level of control in your life?
No, I don't even think about that. I don't even, those things don't cross my mind. When I hear women say they don't need a man and they like changing their own tires, you know, and they, you know, they like being alone and all this. They never felt love. And when I say love, it's not a word, you know. They don't, I felt warmth. I felt protect. I feel it. I feel protected, you know. I feel like I feel safe. I feel guarded. Who don't want to feel guarded? You know, who wants to be, you know, I don't even care. I don't even think about that. That I look at that, it's like entertainment. I laugh at, I don't even acknowledge it, you know, because if I think about how another woman feel like she wants to be single and alone, you know, I'll bring myself down to her level, and I'm not on her level. I'm surpassed her. I'm under my Lord. I'm somewhere else. I'm not even on that planet. She's on Saturn, and I'm on Mars or Jupiter. We're speaking about two different type of women, and I don't think like that. And if I try to think like that, I couldn't. I couldn't even try to think about something like that or try to understand why they want to be alone, because I never known that. I never felt that. I never known. You know, I want to say something. It's just like when I listen to your content and I hear people say, "Well, why, you know, women, you know, some women listen to content." I can speak for myself. When I listen to your content, I feel like I'm totally different from that content because I don't know any of that. You know, I try not to think about things like that because I never seen it. I never seen a woman, you know, get drunk and sleep with other men and take her money and go buy shoes and go get her hair and nails done and then get drunk all day on a Saturday and then go to the club. And I never seen that. So when I hear it, it's entertaining to me, you know, that women live their life like that and they're happy, you know. So I can't think about and put my mind in a place like that. I can't do it because I never known that. I only feel love. And, you know, I feel like I'm on another level. So I don't think like women like that. I feel sorry for women like that. Actually, I feel sorry for them.
You know, I mean, I agree with you 100% on that, but probably for different reasons. But yeah, they need to be felt sorry for. Something's wrong with them. So, and you're doing a wonderful job staying away from that foolishness because they are the most influential group in the world. A group of those women can take an innocent girl into a room and she'll come out and be somebody totally different. So, kudos to you for avoiding that. Because I know you probably got a little bit of it amongst your family and, you know, whatever friends you do have from way back or people you get in contact with from time to time, their energy can't be the same as yours, or they'd be on here on this show with us today as well. They won't let you come on here by yourself. They'd be like, I want to talk too. Now, let's look at this. Let me ask you a question about this here. When you say that you don't think about other men, like you can't even think about other men, you can't consider other men, they mean absolutely nothing. They're invisible to you.
Mm-hmm.
How does the validation of other men or their attempts at validating you. You know, these beta males, all they can do is validate you, tell you how good they look, and they want to have sex with you, and dumb shit like, if you date me, I'll marry you, or shit like that, or they will try to sing you, give you some money or something like that. But that's minor validation if one man does it compared to an alpha's validation of just your everyday life. But how does that coming from hundreds of men? I mean, because you got quite a few subscribers over there. I mean, you'll be closing in on a grand here pretty soon. How does all of that validation pale in comparison to the validation that you get from this one alpha male when you get his approval?
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? The last.
Yeah. How does their validation always measure up to less than his? No matter how many men do it, how does his validation always mean more?
Oh, that like I don't give it I don't even think about it. I get approached every day, online, and I just don't think about it. I mean, it's nothing to me. I hear it so many times, it doesn't move me in no way. His energy consumes me. It is, I devour it every day. So if a man believe that them sending me sweet nothings could make me feel any type of way with those words that it doesn't move me. I look at it and I say thank you, God bless you, God bless you, thanks brother, that those type of things doesn't move me. You can't move me with that. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm somewhere else. I'm All I think about is him. That's it. I don't see nothing else.
Great, great. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of these answers, I already know what they're going to be because, I mean, hey, I feel like I want to meet this man. You know what I'm saying? I would just shake his hand and say, brother, you are living the life, man. You're the only man I know for sure is living the life besides myself. And this is just an amazing thing. I just want to hear it said about another man and get the homies given opportunities to hear it because, I mean, I ain't gonna open up too much of my personal life. I ain't no damn vlogger or anything like that. So let me ask you this. In your video, Daddy Don't Ever Leave Me, you said that, I mean, you start off the video with please don't leave me. And this is out here for the world to hear. So it's not like you're embarrassed by this. So when you're begging your king not to leave you for something you did, does that not make you feel like, other women are going to tell you she's begging, she's weak, she's this, she's that. You really believe in your heart, you feel, you think, that he deserves that type of reverence. Does it not ever bother you that maybe you're doing too much, as people will say? Do you ever feel like, hey, I'm doing too much? Like, this nigga don't deserve all this. Like, it's been 18 years. You mean tell me for 18 years you've never felt that maybe you were doing too much?
I'm not doing enough. I feel like I need to be doing more. I want to, if I can give him my ribs, my kidneys, I'll save him if he needed anything from my body. I'll save him. I'll give it to him. Because I don't want him to ever leave me. I don't ever want him to ever leave me. I get like, sometimes I feel like, it's other women out there in the world, and I understand, I know. And, I try not to think about it, but I don't ever want him to leave me. And I tell him that every day. I try to tell him every day. I don't want him to go. I'm sorry. I just feel so. I'm thinking about him right now. So
Yeah.
it feels. I can feel the. I can feel the energy right now. I don't want him to ever leave me. He's a good man. He's a great man, and I wish I can share him with the world. I wish I can share him with other women so they can feel and have dreams like me and feel good. And I wish I can share them, but I can't. I don't want to share them, but I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I don't want him to leave me. I love him so much. I love him.
Now, gentlemen, as I say to you all the time, if you're not hearing this from your woman, your ass ain't alpha. I'm telling you now, man, you ain't alpha. You can tell yourself you are, but I promise you, you're feeding yourself, man, a bunch of craziness, a bunch of foolishness. This is what you should be hearing. Now, I'm going to ask you this. I see a couple of homies that slid up in the building, man. The homie, Stephen Malejo, man, the homie in front of Chi-Town is in the building. Good to see you back in the building with us for a minute here, homie. Kurt Nujapia is in the building. Jayla Dainty is no longer in the building, thanks to the homie Hollywood Hawkins. Turning into the Grinch with the wrench. Now, let me ask you this.
I want to say something real quick about that video. That video right there, I believe I cried in that video of me carrying his seed. Now, in that video, me carrying his seed, his gold, his honey, his milk, his everything, and me loving the love he gave me. He decided to share his DNA with me, and I felt real blessed. I just wanted to break that down because I really was in my emotions about, you know, carrying his beautiful seeds, his gold, his gold. But go ahead, you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, the floor is yours. This is, your special guest, China White. I'm here every day. Same time, same station, fellas. I'm here every day. So let me ask you about this. If I can find this damn question now. What in the hell? Okay, here we go. A lot of women feel like their goals and intentions are the most important thing. They feel like what they want is the most important thing, and they should focus on it. The man should focus on it as well. And this is how they live their lives, and that's why they're in and out of relationships over and over again, riding the carousel, getting all those bodies a la Nicki Minaj. But you pride yourself in being a proper helpmeet. Explain to us how his success is. You don't even view his success as his success. You view his success as your success, which allows you to continue to focus the way you do. Like, explain that to us. How does that even take place? How does your mind grasp that concept when everyone else is so damn selfish out here, especially women?
Um, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. I got lost a little bit.
Hey, calm down. Relax. Hey, listen, I know how it is to when a woman feels that energy. So, hey, relax. We with you here. No rush. Oop, nah, Allah. Just let me do a few shots out of you. You regroup yourself a little bit. Derek Cox, what up, home? I see the homie in the building, man. Home say the red pill God, no doubt, home. I appreciate it. Nice minds, Genesis 2:20, for sure, brother, for sure. Good quote of the scripture right there.
I had to drink some water. I'm sorry.
The homie Nick Penn say China White might be a unicorn, man. She just might, man. I mean, she just might. It's probably why she got all that long hair growing on her head, trying to hide that damn horn. Khalid Hassan, what's good, brother? I'm gonna say this video is 100, no doubt, brother. Yeah, man. Like
Guys,
Hollywood
get them
said,
likes
stop
up.
stealing that game. Hit the like button, man. Like this is top notch, man. I mean, this is top notch.
I want to
So
say something to the brothers because I be moderating there. Y'all have to hit the likes when you come in the chat. You know, I just I hit the likes.
as China White said, hit the likes. Now this is coming from she put on a moderator range for a minute there, man. So you know, you ain't gonna respond to me, man. Respond to the moderator, man. She had to rinse back tomorrow, and she gonna remember your ass if you don't hit that like button. Every Overton EO is in the building. What's good, brother? Good to see you in the building, man. Appreciate your support, homie. So let's talk about this.
Excuse me.
When you began to make content, it took a lot. It took a lot of nerve to make this type of content and make it public.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any idea that the response was going to be as positive as it is, especially from men? Like you get a lot of positive comments from men. I mean, outside of the beta male simp manginas that come over there tricking off and simping. I'm talking about men who come and actually just give you props for the content. Like, did you think it was going to do that when you first started this? So was that even your intention?
No, and like in the beginning, I and I have to thank you. I have to really, I'm humble, and I have to thank you right now, BOA, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be making content. Now I have to tell the truth. I have to tell people that you really boost me to start making content because I had a lot to say, and you really boost me. You gave me that push. You say, you should make a video, and I would like to thank you because I mean I wouldn't have those videos up there if it wasn't for you. So I have to thank you. But and back to what you were saying, did I think that the video's gonna, get the type of views they get? No, I didn't think about that in the beginning because it was about me just sharing. It was just about me sharing my, you know, how I feel and things I write about, and things like that. So I didn't think about that. I don't really look at it like that. I really I tell you to tell the truth that when that video went like and got like 3,500 views, I kind of felt, in the shell a little bit. I kind of felt in the shell because at the same time, those videos are still personal to me. So if you find my videos, if you find my videos and you're just wondering, you find my videos, are you subscribe and listen to my video? You was led there, and I don't want it to just go around and anybody listen to it and just say negative things. These are kind of personal to me because this is coming from the heart. So in a way, I didn't care about the popularity. I don't. But I'm making the videos now and I feel good and I'm starting to um, feel comfortable in my skin. So, I really wasn't looking for a big blow up, but, it's starting to happen slowly. It's, people are listening and the feedback is great. And I like to thank you because without you, I wouldn't have those videos.
When the homies don't know this, but China White is she's one of my top notch, damn near top level supporters on Patreon. And so, there are benefits to that. There are benefits to that tier. And a while before she ever put content up, she should let me preview the content. And when I heard what she was saying, I was like, wait a minute. I think this chick might have an alpha male at home for real. And after a while, I heard about 3 of them. I was like, Sean, you got to stop putting this up. You got to stop putting this shit up. It needs to be heard. There are men out here who profess to be alpha, and these men who profess to be alpha are gonna come support your content because they're gonna respect the authenticity of it. And even after that, she put it up, take it down, put the shit up, wouldn't even make it public. You know what I'm saying? Put the shit up, and then she finally caught her stride. She relaxed into her stride, and man, I'm telling you, she's making some great content over there. It's authentic. You can hear the soul in it. You can hear her pouring her soul into it. So look, Look, when you first gave it to me, shot, I told you, I'm an alpha male motherfucker. I'm here for you. If you need my support in any way, I'll do that because I believe in the quality of your content. You understand? I believe in your quality as a person, as a woman. And all these other niggas that was in here, that's why when they came talking crazy, you, of course, ain't no niggas finna tell me what to do anyway. But when they came here talking crazy, BOA got a female moderator in there. Why you think you're the only female moderator in here? Because you're the only female I know that's been exposed to alpha energy. Those other chicks with that beta shit, they ain't finna come in here and do nothing. They basically come in here and talk. So, you know, hey, it was nothing. I was gonna do it regardless. Because when I heard the content, I was like, damn, man, I feel like you know, why does it sound like I've heard these things before? It's true alpha essence. It's a woman that's being exposed to the alpha essence, and I felt like the brothers needed to hear it.
And you know, to be honest, your energy is close to my husband. You have strong energy. I'm telling you, you have strong energy. I can, like when I'm in the chat room, I can feel your energy. And out of all the platforms I follow, I chose to support yours, like full support, you know. And I have heard a lot of content. I have heard all kind of content. I can name a few. And you know, I give respect to those brothers. I give respect. I give respect to my brothers and my sisters, but I have, it's like I have to listen to your videos at least once a day too, because you have great content and your energy is just through the roof too. I'm not going to lie, you have good energy.
Yo, that's what's up, Shawty. That's what's up. And you see how like I try to tell myself, hey man, try to be professional. Hey man, I don't talk like that. I say Shawty. I say baby girl when I'm talking to a woman, man. That's just what I say. You know, hopefully your alpha don't get offended by it. It's just the way I talk, man. It ain't no big deal, man. I don't know how to talk. I call my mama Shawty. You know what I'm saying? My mama hit me up and said, what's up, Shawty? You doing all right over there? Yeah, can you come, son? I'll be over there, baby girl. I talk to my mama like that. So that's just how it is, man. So, but anyway, hey, Shawty, let's you know, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the way you work the wrench in the chat as well. You know, it's you know, it's changing the way people do things around here, and that makes you a trendsetter. So let's get back into this thing, Shawty. Let's get back into this thing. Now, there's a question I want to ask you about this particular video right here. And I kind of saved this one because, you know, I wanted to ask you this. When you say that he conquered your soul, does that automatically mean that your mind, heart, and body, does it just automatically mean they belong to him immediately? Let me get a little deeper so you can understand exactly what I'm asking. When let's say a man come and let's say your body's aroused. If a man controls your body, that doesn't necessarily mean he controls your mind, soul, and heart. If a man controls your mind, that doesn't necessarily mean he controls your body. But if a man controls your soul, does that automatically mean those other things just come with that?
It's an order of being. It's submitting. You know, it's an order of submitting. You submitting. You give him the right to possess you. And what's wrong with that if he's using you in the right way? It's nothing wrong with that. It's so endearing. It's so passionate. I mean, he took over me. He took over my mind. Not saying that I cannot make decisions and I can't go to the grocery store if I want to, or you know, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he owns me. There will be no other after him. And it's a form of submitting to him. You know, when you submit to someone, you can't just submit, you know, okay, well, I'll submit by cooking, or I'll submit by cleaning, or I'll submit by taking care of the kids, or I'll submit by not coming back at 10. That's not submitting. When you are on your knees, kissing his feet, when you crying tears and begging him, don't leave in the morning before he go to work, or you know, before he, you know, go fix on the cars. I remind him every day that I love him, and even if I don't even know what love is, I'm going to continually to say it because that's the feeling I have inside of me. And it's just a form of submitting to him. He owns my soul. And when I say that, it's mentally and it's physically. He owns me. There's nothing I won't do for him. If he tell me to, you know, delete my platform, I'll delete my platform. I don't care. I don't care about any of it. I deleted my Facebook. I deleted my I don't have any other, social account. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about, I'll delete my YouTube. I don't care. I just want to keep them happy and keep them in my life and be, daddy's good girl. you know?
Yeah, interesting. I can dig it. Of course, I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? If no one else in here can dig it, I can dig it. So, man, this is the life, man, that you should be striving for, man. And I'll be honest with you, homies. If this isn't what you're getting from your woman, you need to go back to the beginning of my content and start from there. Because listen, I ain't talking about nobody else right now. I'm talking about Mr. BOA. Nobody on this platform, man, is going to get you to the most alpha place you could be in your life if you're not already there. Nobody else is going to get you there. Because at some point, they're going to fall victim to doing some beta shit. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Perfectly honest with you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to let China White chime in on this. The moment that your energy armor, your alpha energy armor, gets any chinks in it, the woman is automatically going to start feeling differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because she understands that, like she doesn't understand her in her mind or her soul or her heart or anything. Her energy understands that the energy is no longer alpha. Now, chime in on that. Like, tell us how does that make you view? Because I'm sure that there was a time in your life before you felt this alpha energy, and you may have been young. You obviously were young.
Mm-hmm.
How does knowing this alpha energy open your eyes to see beta energy immediately? Like, are there some things that you used to think were okay that now that you've been exposed to this alpha energy for all this time, soaking it up, you look at those things and be like, damn, that was beta as hell.
You took the words out my mouth. you took the words right out my mouth. There's nothing else that needs to be said. I can sense a beta from a mile away. I mean, when I joined your channel, I used to get like some guy used to be like saying crazy stuff. I knew he was beta. I wouldn't argue. I don't argue. I don't go back and forth with a man. That's not my place. I leave that up to my alpha. And I don't go back. That's just, that's games. He haven't found himself. I look at him and I feel sorry for him, and I don't try to understand it either. I don't try to understand it. I stay in my place. That's just like when I'm in your live stream. When I see some of the things that's going on, I just stay in my place. I know my place, and I just do what I do, and I humble myself. And there was a time that I didn't know what was beta. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. I thought it was, when you're young and you don't know about, the energy that, the positive energy and all that type of stuff. If you don't understand, the alpha energy, a lot of beta stuff looks fun. It's cool. It's laid back. It's lazy. The alpha energy is lazy. The alpha energy is sleeping all day. The alpha energy is eating junk food. The alpha energy is saying anything, sitting online and cursing people out. That's beta. I'm sorry. I kept saying the alpha. But that's the beta energy. That's the beta energy, sitting all day lazy, and people think it's fun. Smoking and drinking, that's beta energy. Alpha energy is working, focus, you know, submitting yourself to him. That's alpha energy. And I look back at it, and dudes used to try to holler at me. And back then I used to smile. I thought it was cute. But once his alpha energy consumed me, I was a different person. I wasn't the same no more. I wasn't the same. I would never go back. That person is dead. and that beta energy is lazy and negative. You know, it's negative. It's not positive, and I can smell it a mile away. I can smell beta. I can see beta. I see beta activity all the time. I don't say anything because it's not my place. As a woman, I stay in my place.
Interesting perspectives here, man. As I stated before, man, if you haven't joined, if you haven't subscribed to China White's channel, man, go ahead and do that. Do yourself a service. And even if you're not hearing the things that she says you should be hearing on her channel, that the Alpha energy makes her feel, you let your woman listen to this and say, hey, you got a long way to go. Like, you ain't doing shit right now. You listen to this. You ain't doing none of this. You got to get it together. But you got to also be telling yourself, well, damn, why ain't she doing this? Matter of fact, tell yourself this first. Why is my woman not doing these things? Because I'm telling you right now, if this isn't the response you get from your woman, homie, you are not an alpha male. If you got to be out chasing and dating and doing all that shit, man, and you getting hung up on and you getting put on ice and you getting ghosted on and all that, man, that don't happen to alpha males. I don't knock nobody energy. I don't knock nobody content. I don't knock nobody talk. I don't knock nobody game. But I feel disrespected when beta things are passed off as alpha, man. I feel disrespected, just to be honest with you. Not because it bothers me, but because there are young men out here thinking that being beta means being alpha. And that's an issue, man. And as you hear right now, man, the true essence of alpha energy, I never thought I'd say this before a day in my life, man, when I'm talking about something a woman said. Y'all mark this day down on the calendar, man. China White is in here spitting top-notch boss game, homie. First time I ever gave that, that's the highest designation I can ever give anybody for anything they say. And I've never given it to a woman a day in my life, man. That's your proof that she is exposed to the alpha energy. Same alpha energy I tell you about every damn time I come on, man. Now, there's another thing I want to talk to you about here. We're not going to be on here much longer because, as I told you before we started, I have some things to do the middle of the day. China White has some things to do as well. So we thought we'd come on here and just give you a taste of what your woman should be doing. Now, let me ask you this. In your video, He Conquered My Soul, you said something that I think is amazing. You said he's teaching you to be a woman. And you know people say, how can a man teach you to be a woman? Tell us, how can a man teach you to be a woman when he's never been a woman himself?
Because he's been led by the Most High. And I understand that.
Wait, we didn't hear you quite well, China White. You got to say that one more time. The homies need to hear this.
He's being led by the Most High. And I understand that. And I submit to him. And I know, and I listen to everything he says. And because I know he's being led by the Most High. He never stood me wrong. I mean, I haven't, he's been led, and I know that. I know that. That's why he can teach me. He can teach me everything. No woman can teach me nothing. No other woman, not even my mother. She can't teach me anything.
Great answer. Great answer. The only answer there is no other answer. Man, I am telling you, these answers are authenticated. And what do I tell you, man, all the time? I tell you, man, all the time. If a man is not based in the Most High, if his relationship with the Most High, if his energy is not based in morality, if he doesn't base his decisions on having the highest moral fiber he can have as a man, he is not alpha. The Most High is alpha and omega. So, hey man, here again, here's a woman that we all know. We all know and love China White, man. She's part of the alpha sphere pretty much. Not even pretty much. She's part of the alpha sphere. We know her. And you can tell by the way she said it. As Chuck Spencer said, that giggle she let out when she was talking about the alpha. That's authentic emotion right there, man. Now I got a couple of more questions I want to ask you here before we let the homies get away from this thing, because we probably not many of them are not at work right now. So they eavesdropping while they're at the gig right now, and we don't want to get nobody in no trouble, man. So let me ask you this. And this is something that, I really want you to explain this to the gentlemen who are present with us. You say in your, I think it's, I'm so infatuated. No, it's the way of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You say you own up to your mistakes, and you know you're not perfect, but you strive for perfection. Now, a lot of people strive for perfection, but they strive for perfection for themselves. You strive for perfection because of your alpha. You want to be perfect for him. You don't even want to be perfect for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Does that in turn mean that you think he is perfect for you? Perfect is a strong word. It's a strong
Wait,
word.
say it again. I'm sorry.
You say that you
Mm-hmm.
strive for perfection, even though you know you're not perfect. You make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So you strive to be perfect, but you strive to be perfect for him.
Mm-hmm.
Does that in turn mean that he's perfect for you?
No, he doesn't have to be perfect for me. He doesn't have to be. He doesn't. He doesn't have to be perfect for me. He's perfect just by being in my life. I know for a fact the Most High saw him in my life. I know it. I feel it. It's running through my blood. He doesn't. I make all the mistakes. He doesn't make mistakes. I'll take. I'll take it all. I'll take everything. I'll take the jail time. I'll do it all for him. He's perfect. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what anyone has to say. He's perfect. He's perfect. And he doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't even raise his voice. Some would say, when I make videos and I say that, you know, I'll fall on the sword for him. That means I'll take any mistake he ever does in the world. I'll take it all. Some would say, "Oh, you must be getting abused." He doesn't even raise his voice. He doesn't even raise his voice. Not saying that he's not a dragon when he has to be, when he has to protect his family and protect what's his, but who wouldn't protect their family? Who wouldn't protect what's theirs? You have to be a lion sometime and rip a person head off. But that's like any other person in this world. Betas even rip someone head off for touching their little video game or whatever, So, he's a lion. He's a beast when he has to be though, you know. But he's perfect. He doesn't have to be perfect for me. He doesn't have to prove anything to me. I know he's sent by the Most High. I know that, and that's it.
Top-notch boss game. Again, as usual. It's starting to be a usual thing with China White on this particular show, man. Top-notch boss game. Now, before we get out of here, let me ask you this. What would you say to a woman who was open, not asking on no hater shit, who was open to wanting to know the one key to a successful relationship? How does she make her relationship successful? Or is it even possible with a beta male? Does the man have to be alpha for it to work?
He has to be alpha. He has to be alpha. He has to be led by the Most High. It would never work. You can try. You can spin it. You can come up with like ways of getting chicks. You can come up with ways of sleeping. Like you. There is no other way to cut it. He has to be led by the Most High because your life has to be in order with the Most High. You will not be. I don't know much about the Bible. That's his job. I just submit to him, and I go up under him. But I will say this, like, if I don't believe any man could ever have a woman submit to her um if he's not led by the Most High. That's just how it is. To in my in my brain, in my body, I feel like he has to be led by the Most High. If he's not led by the Most High, you can come up with you can twist anything. They're already twisting sex changes. They're already twisting men getting pregnant. So people take the word alpha and they can twist it. You know, you're not alpha unless you're led by the Most High. You can't be. You know, it proves it. You even have a couple of videos on your channel about alphas in the Bible. And, you know, I mean, you can't, how could you lead a woman and you're not led by the Most High? You can't lead a woman. You can twist it and try to make it, but it's all going to come crashing down at the end of the day. It's going to crash and burn. You have to be led by the Most High. I don't think any other man could be an alpha unless you're being led by the Most High.
Agreed, 100%. 100%. That is the purpose of my Sunday sermon episode, because I know as an alpha male, nothing else matters. You can be a billionaire without the Most High. You're not alpha. You can have the most amazing physique in the world, be the strongest man on the planet without the Most High. You're not alpha. You can have both of those things without the Most High. You're not alpha. So I first and second that motion. MK Ultra 1186 is in the building. She says, just discover your channel. You earned a new sub. Appreciate it. Here's a link to China White's channel. Bam. Go join that one. And if you haven't subscribed to her channel yet and you still sitting in here, man, you just being a hater, be honest with you. I don't see how you couldn't. Hell, if I was you, I wouldn't have subbed already. So that is, and let me address something China White just said, man. That is why I tell you, men, that a church girl makes a terrible wife. They make the worst wives because they think they know God, but they don't. As China White so eloquently put it, it is not her job to know God. It is your job to know God. So what man is weaker than the man who follows his woman to a church house as if she is the guide to God? Everything China White said today was amazing. Her content is even more amazing. This is just a small sampling of me breaking down some content, picking a few questions. Go listen for yourself, man, and you'll hear what your woman is supposed to say to you if you're alpha. MK Ultra just backed up the same thing. She says, my man is in charge, and I prefer it that way. He works, I take care of the children and the home. Can you back that up, China White?
Can I back that up? Yes. What? Wait. What? I'm sorry. What did you say?
You just said yes. You don't know what I said.
I'm sorry because
said,
I just joined the chat. I just opened the chat to look at some of the comments, and I was just reading some.
Cool. All right. MK Ultra just joined. She just subscribed, and I think she subscribed to your channel as well. She says, my man is in charge, and I prefer it that way. He works, I take care of the children and the home. Is that not the way it's supposed to be? Is that not the way the Most High designed it?
It's whatever it's whatever he has for you.
Great answer.
I don't know what fits their household. I know what fits my household. Whatever he says, I do. So I can't answer that. I just know what he wants me to do, and I do it.
Now let me tell you, man. If nothing else she said sent you to her channel to sub, that should have did it. That should have did it. So, anything you want to say to the homies before we bounce out of this thing, China White?
You guys have to hit the like button when you come into the stream. I kind of get irritated when I see like 70 people in the stream and only 30 likes. Me in Hollywood be going crazy. You know, so you guys have to hit the like. As soon as you come in, just hit the like button. You know, you support the channel. That's it. I support
Now, let
you.
me ask you, how thorough is she? You know, she's the only female moderator on my channel. It's gonna be the only female moderator on my channel. If she doesn't moderate anymore, you ain't gonna see no more females on my channel not moderating. So when she had the time to address you, man, what did she do? She fell right back into moderator mode and address you, man, about not liking the stream. Tell me she is not authentically led by an alpha male. Always thinking about duty first. always thinking about the alpha energy first. Hey, I rest my case. You don't believe that this is what you should get if you're an alpha male. It's just been validated, verified by a woman who does these very things, who feels this very energy, who responds to this very energy this way. Go subscribe to China White's channel, man. Hear a lot more of what you should be getting from your woman. And if you're not getting it, don't blame it on the woman. Blame it on the alpha or the lack thereof. We're going to bounce about this thing, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. MK Ultra, appreciate the sub. Lex Loso says, yo, BOA in China. Shit. I'm scroll down too damn far. Hold up. I always said, I done lost that shit, man. I can't get to it. Said BOA in China in the same chat. Fire. What's the hell going on, man? Oh, that's what the hell it is. All right, let me find the homie chat, man. Yo, Book in China on the live stream together. Hold up, man. Fire. No doubt, no doubt. Moise Pierre said, why would a woman stress herself in a wicked society where they can cut assistance at any time, not being under the hedge of a man who makes her better? All right, no doubt, bro, no doubt. I'm going to tell you what the problem is, man. The problem is that you have to understand, man, women are going to submit to the alpha energy. The problem is there are way more women who will submit to the alpha energy than there are alpha men. So when a man complains about, well, my woman, she won't submit to me. She talked to me like a dog. She treat me bad. She won't give me sex. She won't. You know what, China? Before we get out of here, let me ask you a question about that right there. I said I wasn't going to put no sex questions in here, but I got to put one. Can you ever imagine telling your alpha, no, I don't feel like it? Can you imagine him accepting you saying, no, you ain't getting no love in the day, homie? Would that even be a topic of discussion?
No. I enjoy sex because we go. I feel like when because I'm infatuated, I feel like we are on another planet. We're on another planet. We're somewhere else. So it's not even about asking. It's not even about asking or saying no. That doesn't make sense to me. As soon as he hits the door, it's on. That's it. And if he tell me no, he have to fight me off. So as soon as he hit the door, it's on.
Great answer. Great answer. I had to slide that one in there, man. I said I wasn't going to do anything about that because at some point, I'm sure we'll have China White back on. She's got a lot more content. Like, this is just a breakdown, like a minor breakdown of 5 videos, man. She's got about 30 videos over there. So, that's a lot of content over there, man. And I just felt like it was up to me to bring her on because these questions need to be addressed from an alpha who can identify with the energy she's feeling. And the fact that she was open with us like this, it just goes to show that she don't care who in the hell knows that this is how she is about the alpha energy. And for that, she does deserve a shitload of credit. Anyway, homies, we're going to bounce out of here. Appreciate everybody being in. Hey, man, listen, it's going to be up. If you didn't get a chance to listen to it all the way, man, go back and listen to the playback. This is top notch, man. As I always say, I don't do a lot of interviews, man, but when I interview someone, man, there is not a better interviewer on this platform when it comes to researching people and get into the meat of what they're about. So this is top notch, man. You're never going to hear anything like what China White said today, man. It is amazing. Should do great numbers. Everybody should support it. Oh, I forgot 48 Raiders, man. You sent a super chat, brother. My bad. Raiders 48 Gates, man. Appreciate the super chat. And let me see, man. You mean tell me if I content, man? Raiders 48. It is early though. People be at work and shit, so it's kind of hard to when you're hiding to listen. It's kind of difficult. But we appreciate everybody coming in, man. The numbers were good, so we're gonna get out of here. Peace to everyone. China White. Shout out to the homies so we can bounce, shouty.
Bye, guys. Oh,
wait. Hey, man.
Bye.
Yo, avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Homies. Peace.